Right, so welcome on back. I'm doing my introduction again because this is live for you, but not live for my all of my YouTube fans. So welcome back. This is our Thursday night practice. Even when I postponed it to Friday, I still called it my Thursday night practice. So welcome back. This is more of a wind down flow. Let me grab it here. Today, I call it feeling free, and I don't mean that politically or with any sort of intention other than what you want to bring to class. Like, what can you do to generate a sense of release, a sense of untethering? We tend to take with us just a lot of crap. Baggage is real. If you don't let it go, it drags you. I'm going to say that every day until like I die. If you don't let it go, you will be dragged by it. So hopefully this will be a practice of letting go, of feeling freer in our breath, feeling freer in our bodies, feeling freer in this new space, which hopefully we can like utilize a little more. Hopefully I can utilize more as like my yoga space in the future. And hopefully you'll be able to see me better. I know the optics were weird when I was in the other room because I was like blending into the background. So hopefully this will be a good experience for both of us. I hope that this practice makes you happy and feels good by the end of the half hour. I'm going to hit play here. And I have a block. You're welcome to bring a block to this practice or something that is supportive for you. All right, hitting play. Excellent. So if you'd like to come on down to your mat, you can sit on a chair or a cushion or a heated pad, anything that makes you feel good. Take a couple seconds, roll back the shoulders, really emphasizing the downward motion, feeling them lock into their little pockets and then press them away. I actually might like bones crack a little bit here because I think I hold everything up so high. So take a deep breath and let them roll down. You can do a couple little shakes, jumps if that helps. And then begin to find your alignment. You don't always need to be perfectly aligned to meditate or do yoga. Sometimes you just have to do what you have in the present. If that's like you're on the bed, you're like half on the couch, you're running from work, you're on the bus. But since we have this space together, let's tap into a more aligned practice. So think head over heart over pelvis, and then kind of down the sides of our bodies, ears, then shoulders, stacking over hips. And begin to either kind of unfocus your eyes or lower your eyelids completely and begin to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through gently parted lips. And again, just like that, deep breath in all the way to your belly. Really fill up. And full exhale out. Slowing down your breath, slowing down your internal clock. Find a couple of slow, steady breaths and slow, steady moments here. After your next exhale, we're going to take a deep inhale in, the deepest you've taken, and then we're going to hold it at the top for 4 seconds. So begin to take in a deep breath. When you get to the top, count to yourself 4, 3, 2, 1. And then deep exhale, letting it all go. Even that last sip at the bottom, just let all of the air go. Pressing it all out, feeling that belly contract. And then when you can't exhale anymore, fill those lungs back with air. Let your breath return to a rhythm that feels natural and blink open your eyes. Oh, my eyes were slightly teary. I think it's very dry in here. And we're going to come onto our hands and knees and begin to move through our cat and cow. My music was not playing. Why is it playing? I don't know. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to inhale, let the belly drop, shoulder blades press towards each other, gaze lifts, creating a nice little dip in the spine. And then exhale, blow it all away as you round through the spine, gaze between your legs or at your belly button, neck is long. Inhale, cat pose. Feeling the undulation of the spine as you move through your cat to your cat pose. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then bring in any movements if you want, a little side to side, kind of three-dimensional. If you want to tuck those toes and send the hips back and forward. Take what you need, play around if you're not sure what you need. Just move in a way that feels authentic to you or feels new and fresh. Such a fresh cat and cow we have today. So fresh. And when you kind of finish bringing this kind of fluid movement into your spine. There goes my music. I think family members were fighting over the Spotify account, but I have come out supreme. We're going to take our hands and flip our fingers either to the sides of the room and gently rock side to side. If you'd like a little more intensity or stretch in the forearms, you're going to turn those fingers completely around to point towards your knees and give yourself the gentlest of rocks forward and even gentler rock back. Gaze at the front of your mat. Just find yourself here. Come back to the present. You are untethered by what you were taking into practice and what's to come. You're just here. Dropping vertically back into the present moment. And then shake out one hand. Place the fingers pointing front. Shake out the other. Inhale, we're going to lift our right arm, gaze to the right. Exhale, we're going to thread that hand underneath the elbow, the left hand, and then let that right arm release down. Left arm can either walk forward and be on the tops of your fingers, or you can keep it exactly where you were. Some people like to lift that left hand and bring it into a little bind. You can add as many or as few motions to this as you like. I'm just moving through several options that you may take, but stillness is sometimes the best course of action. Then you're going to plant that left hand back down, and on an inhale, sweep that right arm back up. Feel the stretch, and exhale, lower down. Right away, left arm sweeps up, gaze towards it. And then exhale, thread that hand underneath the right elbow. Left side of your face rests on the mat, and then find what position feels good for you. Trying to feel that heart opening rather than collapsing down. Then on an inhale, you're going to plant the right palm down. Inhale to sweep the left arm up. Exhale, lower down. From here, if it's comfortable for your knees, you're going to send the hips back over the heels. If this is not comfortable, sliding a pillow underneath your seat can be really nice, or a blanket underneath your knees. From here, you're going to just let the fingers drop down towards the toes, roll the shoulders back. Notice that lift you get in the front body. I'm going to scooch forward because I'm going to hit the wall. And then from here, just gentle back bend. And the back bend is just the shoulder region. You're not bending from the whole lower back, just the upper spine. The head can come with you, or you can keep the head, you can keep the eyes focused front and just let the shoulder area do all the work. Just find a spot that feels good, feels opening. Take a breath. And then exhale, come on back to that neutral spine. You're going to open those knees and walk those hands out forward. Child's pose. Now feel that reverse stretch on your back. Let it all go. Forehead can be in the floor or a pillow or a block. The block that I've already misplaced. There it is. And here, if you'd like to set an intention or even a dedication for this practice, you have this moment to yourself to do just that. Take a deep breath in, seal that intention, and then exhale, move on back to your tabletop, squaring those knees under your hips, wrists under shoulders. From here, we're going to move into our puppy pose. So this is where I think a block comes in handy. I'm going to place the block just right under my chin area. And I'm going to come on down to my forearms, keeping my hips right over my knees, and gently place my forehead on the block or on the floor. And you might feel a little compression in your shoulder blades and this whole scapular region of the back. If you don't have a block, which I keep throwing out, if you don't have a block, you can use a pillow. Take a couple breaths and really feel into the space between your shoulder blades. See with every exhale if you can relax your heart a little further between your shoulders, even like a micro inch, or just in your mind, imagine that heart just gently folding towards the floor. If you'd like a little more intensity, you can lift the gaze, and some people can even place their chins on the floor. If that's in your practice, you can do so and gaze straight ahead. I'm not quite there. And then inhale very carefully, shifting from that position back into your tabletop and sending the hips back, child's pose. From here, reach back and remove your socks. Because obviously, you're all wearing fluffy socks like me. We're going to come on back to tabletop. Walk our hands out a little bit beyond our shoulders, about a palm print, tucking those toes, really feeling the toes gripping into the floor, and then send those hips a little back, and then up. Downward facing dog. When you arrive here, just walk those feet out, feeling no pressure, no rush. Just dynamically coming into this downward dog. Heels do not have to reach the floor. Knees do not have to be straight. Just has to be wherever you're at. Knuckles pressing into the floor. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. Let's take another deep breath in. Try to reach it into your belly. Big sigh out. Just let the day go. From here, you're going to bend your knees, coming onto the toes or the balls of your feet. And then just lift those hips a little higher in the sky. Good. Can you press your hands more firmly into the mat, pressing your heart towards your legs? Whew. And then straighten those knees. Bend those knees if you need. Walk the hands back to meet your feet. And rooting through the ground, begin to rise up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to rise. Roll back those shoulders. Shake it out if you need. And just take a moment in standing, palms facing forward. Feet rooted into the floor. Neck is steady. Eyes closed. Deep breath in. Feeling into this kind of mighty position. Exhale. And then bend your knees. Reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, leading with the heart. Gentle fold forward. Good. And I'm going to turn to face you. We're just hanging in our forward fold. You can bend your knees and reach opposite hands to opposite elbows and gently sway for a little ragdoll, letting everything kind of tumble out. Bend those knees. Keep your breath steady. Shake your head yes and no to make sure your neck is nice and loose. And from here, we're going to release the hands towards the floor. Bend the right knee, lift the right arm. Bend the left knee, lift the right arm to the sky. Exhale, neutral forward fold. Bend the right knee, lift the left hand to the sky. Another option for the block. Gives you way more reach. Exhale, forward fold. Repeat, bending the left knee, lifting the right arm. Reach throughout those fingertips. Exhale, neutral fold. Last one. Bending the right knee, lifting the left arm. Let the heart lift with it, the shoulder lift, really opening the heart to the sky, saying, hello, I've arrived. And then say goodbye, neutral forward, fold. Excellent. So you may still be at the back of your mat doing this. If so, we're then going to carefully walk our hands out, keeping that core engaged. So we just kind of slowly come back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Walk out those feet. And then come to a point of stillness. Notice how you're feeling. Notice any sounds you hear, sensations you're feeling, any heat or vibration you feel in your skin. From here, we're going to open our legs just a little bit wider to give your feet a little wider stance, and then come onto your elbows, your forearms, into a dolphin. And then think of those hips lifting up into the sky. Knees can have a bend. Doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters what it feels like. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And come on back into our downward facing dog. Shifting that heart forward. For a moment, we're in plank, but we just decide to drop the knees. Hips stack over our knees, and we're going to come back into our puppy pose. So on an exhale, bring the forearms to the ground. Forehead comes either to a block or to the floor. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Excellent. Take one more breath here. And then carefully coming back onto your hands and knees. From here, we're going to cross one leg over the other in the back, keeping the hands right where they are. Slowly send the hips back, back, back. And you'll notice you're coming into a little bit of a forward fold, and let those arms follow last. Woo, shake it out. So well done. We are going to come to the center of our mats. Let's just take a moment. You're going to inhale the arms up. Feet are, you're just crossing your legs in a way that feels comfortable. Arms up and then out, and let them hover for a moment. Palms up, roll back those shoulders, send the heart up. Gaze lifts, eyes can close or they can be open. Just feel into the arms here, feel into the lift of the heart, and feel into the relaxation of the shoulders. Notice the temperature of your hands, any tingling you might feel in your fingers. And then exhale, lower them down. Well done, eyes open. From here, we're going to take a nice hip opener. This is called cow face. I have no idea why. What we're going to do is we're going to stack our knees. So we have done this in several other kinds of postures before, but we're going to just I'm taking my left leg and just bringing that heel closer to my booty, letting the outer edge of my shin come against the ground. And then my right leg, I'm going to stack it on top. And as much as I can bring those knees to be vertical on top of each other, I'm going to do that. If yours looks more like this, that's okay. If you want to bring your heels really close to your body or further away, that's okay. Just enough that you kind of feel, you feel a little something in this region of your body. These hips. It's sometimes very nice to kind of scoop away any flesh, scoop away some of that flesh from your behind, so you kind of sink a little bit more into the floor. Good, so here we are. We have arrived. There's a little bit of part B. So option one, just hold onto your feet, take a couple of deep breaths. Option two, Anjali Mudra, hands at heart in prayer. Just kind of like tap into this sort of, it's a sort of like a godly posture, just this like, and how many symbols do we see this pose with our hands? It's like this universal sort of like, this is a holy space, like stress shall not pass. Third option, which is going to get our shoulders and heart a little more activated. I'm going to turn around so you can see. You're going to lift your right arm up, drop it behind your back, Left arm is gonna bend and your fingertips are gonna try to reach each other. You can hold onto a strap if you have that handy and just hold it between your hands, or just keep your hands as close as they can be. So I have my right leg on top, right arm up top, and then I'm gonna inhale, lifting my torso, everything oriented out and up, your Sailor Moon beam shining out, or maybe it's like the Batman symbol. You're casting the Batman symbol from your heart. Take 5 full cycles of breath here. Eyes can be closed or open. When you have finished with your 5th cycle of breath, I'm just finishing now. You're going to inhale to lift even longer, and then exhale to gently shift forward like you're gazing over the edge of a cliff into a lovely valley below, and go as low as you'd like, keeping everything engaged. And at the end of that exhale, carefully release those arms. Slowly lower them down to the floor in front of you, and just bow. Again, you can always release your hands to our trusty Mr. Block. Yes. And then carefully on an inhale, work that body back upright. Exhale to extend the legs, give them a little shake. From here, you're going to bend your knees, flex those feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms are going to come wrap around behind your calves or behind your ankles, and then fold into your thighs. If you'd like, you can begin to walk your legs out a little more straight. Just getting a little bit of a forward fold, trying to release the head to be heavy. And then inhale to roll on back up. Wonderful. Other side. So now I'm going to bring my right leg to drape along the ground. Left leg is going to stack on top. Knees either stacked on top of each other or as far as you feel comfortable stacking them. I'm going to keep my feet flexed to give them a little bit of something to do. Scoop away some skin from the bottom. Inhale, left arm up, bend it behind your head. Next breath, right hand comes to meet it. You might notice that the hands meet at a very different point. And then also you can bring your hands to prayer or just rest them down. Inhale, 5 cycles of breath, heart lifts. Just try to arrive in the present here. Like a hummingbird dipping into a blossom. Just gonna come back to the present again and again and again. Feel the freedom of the choices you have in this posture, the choice you have to be here at all. And the freedom of your breath to really facilitate the movement. Let your mind and body come to the same pace as your breath. Once your 5 cycles of breath are complete, we're going to obviously continue to breathe, but now we're going to bring a little bit of horizontal movement in. So inhale to get tall, then exhale to begin to fold down. And when you reach your own little edge, begin to carefully release the arms. Lower them down to block or floor. Let the head be heavy. And then carefully shifting that body back upright. Whew. Sorry, I'm kind of getting a little crack out of my back. So from here, with your legs still crossed as such, you're just going to lift the left foot and plant the left sole of the foot on the ground. And the right foot, you can just kind of bring it closer into your butt. So you're in this sort of like pretzel, but like one of the pretzel loops just like lifted. It's my metaphor for today. Left hand is going to plant on the floor like a kickstand on the ground outside of your hip. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twisting from the lower belly. Connect the outer right arm to the thigh, just below, just above the knee, and begin to twist towards that left hand. You can always adjust where the left hand is on the floor to give you a new kind of access point to turn from. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, right arm back up. Exhale, plant the right arm down. Legs stay exactly where they are. Next, inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, bring it to the inside of the left leg. And don't let that left leg go. Really press it into the arm, arm into leg, and a little open-faced sandwich twist. This is my tuna with melted cheddar twist. Open-faced twist to the right. Feel in that lower belly the twist originating, and then just gently release. Shake it out. Extend those legs. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, come into a forward fold of your choice. You can bend your knees, reach behind your legs, stack a pillow, or just fold into it. Wherever you are, even if you're just in a place where you're trying to get your back upright because you have tightness in the backs of your legs, bend those knees and feel into the lift of the heart. The heart is always sort of this center from which you originate movement. So if you're going forward, think of where the center is going. Have you collapsed it? Is it still shining out? And then roll on up. We are almost done with our twisting. This time we're going to bring the left foot, heel close to the right butt cheek, buttock. Right foot is going to step over the thigh of the left leg. So you just pulled in the left foot, step the right foot over, keep the sole of the right foot on the ground. Right fingertips are behind you on the right side. Inhale, left arm up. Feel that length, and you're going to lift right out. I feel like this is a very modern dance. So I'm like, lift. And then exhale, twist to the right. Gaze over the right shoulder. And being mindful of the shoulders. Have they kind of gotten a little scrambled? Can we bring some integrity back into the upper body by shining that heart, your Batman symbol, out and up, realigning the shoulders and letting the twist start from the lower belly. And then inhale to unwind, lift the left arm up. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left side, placing the left arm on the inside of that right leg. Pressing arm against leg, leg against arm to give you something to really push off of. Twisting to the right. Feeling how the skin feels kind of being twisted and stretched a little bit. And then exhale, just release it. You're going to extend the legs long. Give them a little bit of a shake. Shake them to the right. Shake them to the left. And then we're going to come on to our backs. But for a moment, just hug your body into your legs. Use your hands to pull that heart forward. Have a moment of very solid, kind of suspended animation. Like you're about to prance into action. Deep breath in. And instead of prancing into action, we're going to exhale and round down to slowly find some stillness. Once you arrive on the ground, extend your arms above your head, extend those legs long, and you're just going to walk the feet over to the left side a little bit. Bring the arms to the left side. So if someone above you was looking down, you'd look like the letter U or the letter C. Just feel into this banana. Because y'all, my bunches of bananas. What do I always say? I used to always say this in the summer, that like this is our banana asana, and that when we do it together, we make a bunch of bananas. Anyway, we're going to walk those feet past center, bring them to the right side of the room, bring those arms to the right side, hips stay exactly where they were, banana to the right. And then very gently, with some respect, because we're at the end, walk those feet back to the center. Release those arms down past your sides. Let those feet flop open. Let those arms just rest naturally like you are a starfish with not a care in the world, palms up or palms down. Taking a deep breath. And on your exhale, begin to lower your gaze or unfocus your view or even close your eyes completely. With every exhale, can you release tension? Inhale, bring your attention to the area between your eyebrows, and exhale, release it. Inhale, bring your attention to the area around your jaw and your tongue. Exhale, can your jaw become loose, your tongue heavy, just relaxing into the floor. Inhale, awareness to your shoulders and your neck and the tension there. Exhale, can you loosen them up even more? Can you let them be heavy? Let the momentum of relaxing your body down the body carry you through the next couple of moments by letting go of tension, you let go of stress and burden, becoming lighter and freer. You and your breath. Try this for a couple of moments. Excellent. And then on your next inhale, you're going to bring your gaze to the left, eyes still closed, just letting your nose come above your left shoulder. Exhale, letting your head rock completely to the right. Inhale, head rocks to the left. Exhale, rock to the right. Find your own rhythm. Smooth transition of movement and breath. And then on your next inhale, come on back to center. Bring your hands to a prayer position right at your forehead. Here, we're going to take a collective breath. Exhale all that smoothness that you generated. I'd like to offer you my sincerest gratitude here and thank you for class. I hope that any sense of ease and smoothness and lightness that you felt or tapped into, you can also take into your movements, how you rise from the floor, how you walk to the fridge, how you talk with others. I offer you namaste. Open your eyes whenever feels good for you. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. We will not have class this Saturday, but I will see you all again hopefully next Thursday. Take care, everyone, and thank you for your practice.